Hey guys, so today is going to be another Hiya Toys Monsterverse figure review. You guys seem to really like the Skullcrawler video, and I cannot thank you guys enough for the support that I got from that video. I got like 300 subscribers off that video alone. So in order to further that, I thought, hey, I wanted to get this figure anyway. I saw it was available on Amazon. I had a Amazon credit, so this ended up being like half price. So I was like, you know what? Let's give the people what they want. So today we're going to be looking at the Godzilla vs. Kong Heat Ray Godzilla translucent version. So as I mentioned in that Skullcrawler video, they were my first Hiya Toys figures. And so today will be technically my second. But this is my first Godzilla figure, so this will be a little teaser for the pre-evolved version, which is just a generic regular Godzilla version. Hopefully their colors compare, so when that comes in I will do a double review. And also the evolved Godzilla, you know, with the pink spikes. So excited for that. Still waiting on the gravity beam version of King Ghidorah. I haven't gotten any shipping notifications or anything from Big Bad Toy Store, so don't have that one. But I do got quite a few size comparisons and Monsterverse and Monster Kaiju figures to look at after this, so let's get into it. Okay, so his packaging makes a little bit more sense compared to the skull crawlers, because that was one of the things that blew my mind, is how big that box was just for those little figures. I know their tails are long and everything, but you know, whatever. So Godzilla makes a little bit more sense. Like, he takes up quite a bit of his space, so let's get him out of his plastic tomb. I guess I could do this on camera. I just didn't want it to be too loud, so pardon that. But here he is. Big boy. He's very gray. He's more gray than I thought he was going to be. Maybe it's just because of the lighting they put on him, but alright, don't get carried away. Just pull him out. And this is like a mezco with all the plastic in here. Alright, so let's get all this off the frame here. Alright, so I don't know if you can tell, especially based on the setup, but I did clean up a lot in my office. Maybe I'll do an office tour here soon once I get everything set up the way I want it, or at least for the most part. So I got my two representatives back there. So there's the Archer 21 figure and the Godzilla 2000 from, I don't even know when, 2005. The movie monster series or whatever it's called, Godzilla 2000. So I've been touching him up with paint to make him more green, but he's my representative on the Kaiju Kin podcast, which episodes are still coming out, don't you guys worry. So anyway, let's get Godzilla over here. And he looks good. God, these figures look so much better than the Monster Arts, man. Like, they just look like the movie versions of them. Like, they're so, like, especially Godzilla, he's so stocky. He's so built. Like, this looks like the King of the Monsters Godzilla, which I know it's basically the same design, but yeah. So he's very light gray. Like, he's a lot lighter than I expected him to be. So maybe when the pre-evolved version comes out, I will touch up the paint on him to match that one a little bit more. So depending on if he needs more browns or like a black wash maybe, but he looks really good. I put the blue light back there for, you know, Godzilla and whatnot, but I will also shine a light on his spikes when we go over that. But he also has this neck piece here, and this, I'm guessing this is for his Spitfire effect. And hopefully my fan isn't too noisy. It's kind of hot where I am today, especially in my office. I don't have any air conditioning in here, so I just hope it's not too distracting. But anyway, so let's get started with his articulation. Let's turn him sideways so you can see. So his neck can go up that far and down about that much. I wish I had a 3D printer because I believe it's Omni Art Dump. I follow so many Godzilla people now. But he had a 3D printed Godzilla like neck joint, which gave him more articulation in his neck, but it was 3D printed only. So, but he also, if it's the same guy I'm thinking of, released hands, like fist hands and claw hands, where they're like raw for Godzilla. So that's how far it can go: up, down, left, and right. He can also twist all the way around. It's a very soft, malleable plastic. His jacked shoulders, he can only go up that much. Not much of a T-pose, but he can go 360 around here. He has bicep, or not bicep, but elbows. They're single jointed, but they get decent range, about 90 degrees. They also rotate here. Hands are on hinges or balls. Let me see. They are on ball joints. I don't want to pop them out, just in case I mess something up. But all right, and then he can twist all the way around. It's just a little tight at first, but he can turn all the way around, as you can see. Well, he does go down. Yeah, it's just tough. I should have probably heated him up, but I didn't really think about it too much. But his spikes will rub together. And then as for his low articulation, so he's got his legs. He can go out he's not even on frame. That much, in that much. Knees can go out this far, so technically he can stand up decently straight, like this. So, oh, my light. All right, but let's get his knees down. I guess they're double jointed. They're on like a ratchet thing, so they kind of click as you go. But so I'll bend those back into place. One second. I feel like my fan's loud. Let me turn it down. Okay. But anyway, so he twists here. The knees and everything, his shins also have a bit of a twist to them. So his feet don't go down very much because of this little like bump right here. They go forward about that much, not too much. They go 360 around though. So that's pretty good. I just have the song stuck in my head. The boom, 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 boom. All right. And then, so let's do his tail articulation now. So it will go... Ooh, it's tight. About that much, which isn't terrible. It's pretty good. And then let's curve it back up. So about that much. Let's twist it around. Go this way. Pretty good. So. God, he looks so menacing and imposing. Sorry. All right, so let's swap him out with his heat ray version. of his neck. So it comes out like this, I hope. I hope I didn't pull it out too much. Okay, that looks right. Oh, but how did this work? Okay. Oh, that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so let's put Godzilla over here. Let's put his head on. And obviously this is for like the King of the Monsters scene where he's, or the poster at least. So let's get this in there. I know you can't see that. I'll zoom out. There you go. Raise this up. So it goes up and it holds clearly. So let's zoom back in. Whoop. Get our quality back here. So let's pop this out and then put his regular neck back on. Because I hope it holds. Uh-oh. It doesn't look like it's going to. Okay, so it will. I just have to worry about this neck piece here. And again, if I heated this up, it would probably be working better. There we go. I felt it pop in that time. So yeah, it will work. It doesn't hold as well. So let me try and pose him up with this other neck piece on and see how that does. It's just such a sharp angle. That's all that bothers me. Because it's obviously supposed to be the poster scene. But also, I don't know if you can tell, but this is slanted. So if you do it like this, it'll go down, and then up here would be. Does it work this way? I guess technically it does. So you could do it like this for the tunneling down. Maybe. I don't know. But let's get this back up. Push this down and it popped right off. This is a little annoying, I won't lie. I should have done my own research, I guess, into how this works and what he can do, but it seems like if you put this neck on, it's really only, unless you want him like this, but alright, let's try this one more time, because the other head won't hold the heat ray. So And I haven't paused to cut or anything because I want you guys to see my struggle. All right, that's better. Sort of. So yeah, that works. Blah. So that's fine. I can work with that. So let's get out some. I'll leave this head on. Well, actually, kind of looks kind of funny. Let's get you standing back up, buddy. So let's get that off. Put this head back on. I forgot a neck piece here. I like the details on this figure also. Like the details are really intricate. Let's see if I can raise this up. Let me get some more light on it too. Where am I? So you can see like his gills and everything. And there is brown in there. Like there's a brown wash. You can see that it's like, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but you can see like that there's like brown in like the nooks and crannies and stuff. So like I said, depending on how the other one looks, I may, let's get those spikes lit up though. Yeah, boy. That looks so cool. I will see if I can get it to match the other one, but they just look so good when you can actually get the light to catch it correctly. Oh, Lord. Because if you shine directly on it, it doesn't really do much, but if you can get it actually, what am I doing? Hold on a second. Okay, so I just turned off my other lights because I realized the blue was probably making it blend in a little bit too much, but let's see if I can bring it up to my level here so you can see what I'm seeing. Because that looks pretty badass. It's not exactly my angle, but I was trying to go for the Heisei thing with the light behind him. But yeah, so the entire figure is translucent from what I believe. Let's see. It's like a translucent plastic where, but it's painted over. Can you see that? Is it coming up? You can kind of, it looks like the light's coming through like here and of course right where my fingers are. Like here and then like up in here. So. But they pick up the light decently. These might also be too bright, so let me... Turn this light back on. So yeah, anyway, looks cool. Not to give you too much dead silence or anything like that. Don't want to push people away. But let's get my lights back on so we can do some size comparisons. All right, so let's grab Mirai Goji here. So you can kind of see how he stacks up. Obviously, there's not much articulation here at all. He's just kind of to look cool. I probably need to do another coat of green on him, but so you can see how they stack up. I'll put him back over here. Let's do the SH Monster Arts. This is technically from Versus Kong, but as I mentioned in the Skullcrawler video, I've kind of painted him up to look more like the X Kong version, with like the gray beard and everything. And this is a custom head from Kujira Designs, which I painted. So here he is with him. Get him to stand up. This figure has been infuriating for me. I love Kong, as you can probably tell from my clips and whatnot from my podcast, if you watch that. But it's such a good design. I like the character, but this figure, man, this was an initial release of Kong, so I didn't get the sorry about that. I tried to stop it in time, but that was my dog barking. So anyway, Kong falls apart too easily. So I've had to do numerous repairs on him. But let's compare real quick before I get to the next one. His axe with this version of Godzilla. So the blues match pretty well, and with this lighting, it looks pretty good. This isn't the translucent version, like from the X Kong version, but that blue is a little bit more like, I don't know, teal compared to this blue, so it looks fairly close. In fact, you could even probably dry brush some either very light blue on this one or maybe some silver on those, just to kind of match them up. But they look good together. Kong, I swear to God. All right. Anyway, so here are our two main guys here. The enemies turned lovers. Move that out of the way. Who else? Let's get, speaking of lovers, let's get the queen of the monsters herself, Mothra, in here. Now, disclaimer, this is, let me put her over here. This is the, I guess it's the NECA bootleg. I got it from AliExpress. So it's not the best quality. Her wings don't hold their own weight. And that's really my biggest complaint, because she's so small that she works decently well. Piss me off. But let's just turn over here. So, but I do like that her wings are, if I can get her on camera, are like translucent. So they look pretty good. I have to warp this. Oh God, can you do anything right today? I have to warp this claw back into place. But if you want to see her wingspan, it is literally the width of both of them standing next to each other. Size-wise, she's very small. I believe smaller than the Hiya toys, and she might be bigger than the Monster Arts one. But I wanted the Hiya toys Mothra, but I didn't want the green version. And it doesn't look like anyone else is selling her right now, and I don't know if she's ever going back up for pre-order. Entertainment Earth seems to think that she is, but I waited for a Captain Rex pre-order for literally 3 years, and then I just canceled it. I think because I knew I was never getting it. Um, Next up, let's do the. I guess it's Playmates. But this is from XCon. This is Suko, who I've painted. His eyes still look a little too cartoony, but I've painted him up to be slightly more accurate. Gray skin, dry brushed orange fur over top. So here's how he stacks up. I'll put him in between them. Or I can just knock everybody over. That's fine too, I guess. Kong, Godzilla, Mothra. Let's see who else. I also have the. Like I said, I guess it's Playmates. But to be fair, I haven't finished with him, and with the Monster Arts version coming out, I don't know what I'll do with him. But I started to fix up this Scar King figure. Same thing, dry brushing. Repainted his like skin. I have to do like a black wash over it because he's more gray than I realized. Because I was just kind of trying to match the Playmates skin tone, but so I've repainted him a little, quite a bit actually, basically head to toe. Like did his war paint and everything. I haven't put the blue thing on here for Shimo's crystal, but it's not great, but it's also not terrible. But so here's how he stacks up with them. Let me put him directly next to Kong so you can see they're kind of the same height. If I stand him up all the way, they're basically the same height. I know he's supposed to be taller, but also he's not accurate. So let's get Scar King out of the way. This is a bootleg of the NECA King of the Monsters Godzilla. So let me put him next to this Godzilla here, and this is quite the difference. So you can see how much more brown he looks. Let me move my camera back over here. And he, you can see how much more smaller and skinnier he looks. And this is not a bad figure, even though it's a bootleg and everything. Like, it's not bad. It's just, his head is really ugly. But like, just look at the difference between them, like just build and everything. Like the Hiya Toys is just, it's really something special. Like they're doing such a great job with these figures. I wish they would make a -1, since the Monster Arts was a waste of money. I didn't get it. And the Super 7 apparently is terrible. I never ordered a Super 7 figure, but sorry, that blue accent lighting, I don't know. Is that better or worse for Godzilla? I guess it's better. I don't know. But anyway, sorry to keep getting distracted. This is the SH Monster Arts Mecha Godzilla. He was in the Skullcrawler review as well. So here he is with them. I like that he's still bigger, even though he's like hunched over and everything. He's still much bigger than Godzilla. So he looks good here. And then to balance out the shininess, I have the Mafex. Oh no, he has a paint spot on his leg. I'll have to get that off. But the Mafex Shin Ultraman. So you could have them fight. My Shin Godzilla and Godzilla Ultima Monster Arts are at my brother's house. So I do have to get those back from him. But man, why don't you look right here? It just looks awkward. I don't know. But anyway, you see that white paint spot there, so you must have rubbed up against something on my desk. Get him to stand, maybe. So here he is. Get him out of here. And last but not least, in fact, I'll kind of clear out some space for him. The Hiya Toys Skullcrawler / Skull Devil. The figure that has made my channel blow up in popularity. And I'm just beyond happy that you guys liked it so much. And like I said, I hope that you guys continue to stick around as I continue to make more videos. And just make sure you subscribe. That way you get and turn on the notifications and all that, so you don't miss any videos. So here they are stacked up next to each other. Let's try and get him to stand up a little bit taller, just so that he isn't so weak looking. But yeah, so here they are. But make sure you like turn on the notification bell and all that good stuff that they always say. But even so, I just really appreciate everything that you guys have done, watching, liking, subscribing, and you know, I try to respond to every comment as long as there's something to respond to. Sometimes people just, say stuff and I don't really know how to respond to it, but I try my best to respond. And let me guys know, since we're past the 500 subscriber mark, once we hit 3,000 watch hours, I believe it is, we will be able to unlock supers, which is like, and memberships. So comment down below some like membership exclusive material you guys would want to see, and some like ideas for like, I guess, sponsored content, and let's see what we get, and let's just continue to grow the channel. Oh, I almost forgot the star of the show. Doug. So let me put Doug down here where you can't even see him. But yeah, I like I said, blown away by the support. Let me flip my camera around. Hopefully I'm not too ugly, if it'll work. Hey, so I got it flipped around. But I just wanted to thank everybody from the real me. And I really do appreciate everyone that liked, commented, subscribed, everything I just mentioned. And it means so much to me to be able to put these things out here and, make content about things that I love. Like Godzilla has always been a part of my life. The MonsterVerse is going on 10 years. So I was like 14 when it started. So it's just crazy. And I'm just eternally grateful for everything. Sorry about the mess. Like I mentioned, I'm in the process of cleaning up the office. That's like, oh God, diorama foam, my bow, like where's Wolverine, who I just reviewed. Like it's a little bit everywhere. And sorry for being shiny. Like I said, it was hot in here, so I'm starting to sweat a little bit. But anyway, long-winded as always. Thank you to everyone. I really, really appreciate everything that you guys have done. Like I said, let me know what we should do for like sponsored content, members only content. You can get like a sponsored review if I have the figure, or if you want a custom tutorial on like how to make something or things that I've done. We'll work that out. So just continue to subscribe, share it around. Thank you. See ya. Oh, I also forgot to mention, related, I guess, that I'm wearing this Godzilla shirt. Man, my office is a mess. So, bye.